What up, friends? I am Geoff Fienberg, back here with you, giving my Wednesday edition of PGA Tour picks and props for oddschecker.com/US. Don't forget to enter our contest this week. It was a huge success last week. We are running it back this week, a free $100 from DraftKings. All you have to do is like the video, sub, and leave a comment who you think is going to win the WGC Workday. Tell me their best odds at oddschecker.com/US and your Twitter handle. A winner will be announced this weekend. Props to RJ Murray, last week's winner. He has taken home that $100 from DraftKings. Hopefully he can turn that into a winner this week and times that by 20. That's the plan. If you're tailing me, that'll be the goal. Obviously, my initial outright video already up in the feed. Check it out if you have not already. Went through the outrights. You can see the card below. Maybe at the end we'll get to yesterday's events. I don't really want to harp on it. There's nothing that I can say, right? There's nothing that I can say. People asking me if I am worried about JT's mental state. I don't know how to answer that. I don't. I think everybody on tour is a little rattled. JT's very close, and maybe it's inspiring. Justin Thomas at 20-1, though. I'll take the variables. I'll see you at the finish line. Check out yesterday's video. We went through all of that. Lots of fun. Easy to break down. Back to it. I'm going to add the outright here off the top. Should have been done yesterday. Fleetwood is more of the guy that I really do feel excels in Florida, and the finish line is waiting for him at Florida. And anytime we're north of 50, I want to be there. That was probably more of a FOMO situation. The real bet that should be on the cards that we should be making, that I honestly already made like 2 minutes after yesterday's video and almost regretted not redoing it and putting him in right away. But Sung J M, there are 33-1s out there when using that odds checker grid, guys. Im has just been marvelous off the tee this year. His putting stats are trending up in the right direction, gaining over 2 strokes in 3 straight events as we head to his sweet spot, Bermuda grass, Florida. I was in attendance at the Honda Classic last year, where he won, where he brought home that victory. The next week he finished 3rd at Bay Hill. Florida is his sweet spot. He has not slowed down since that 2nd place at Augusta, really, statistically. He tried to get in the mix. I want to say it was Torrey Pines, and then, a couple of blow-up holes. He has since taken a couple weeks off, which is pretty rare for Sung Jae. Apparently he bought a home stateside, so he's just not living out of hotels. That was about a month ago. So hopefully he's all comfortable and ready to go. He's probably going to be the favorite at the Honda Classic. I mean that. I literally mean that. We'll check back on that in a few weeks, but I think this is a good spot. Sung J M 33-1 using that odds checker grid. That essentially rounds out the outright card. JT 20, Bryson 20, Reed 31, Sung J 33, and my little FOMO on Fleetwood, because we're going to see him on Sunday. We'll be there. That is the card. In a couple moments, I'll even give you my Puerto Rico outright picks if you want them. A couple props. That's what this video is supposed to be for. Props. That's what we'll try to do. Last week we lost at the finish line with Fina. It was a real kick. It was a real kick, and it was not an easy one to get over, at least for me. But hit the Burns top 20, hit the Cam Smith top 20. Split the props card, but at nice plus money. So we made money on the props. That's always fun. Let's see if we could do it again this week. We're going to split this one up. Gary Woodland 10-1 for the top 10, plus 360 for the top 20. Obviously, you're probably wondering a little less value on that top 20. It's a small no-cut event, WGC, 60-man field. So obviously the books are smart enough to know those top 20s are probably easier enough, exponentially easier enough to weasel into. But we'll split that up. Woodland back in Florida. That always works for me. I think he could figure something out there. Also, Hideki plus 400 for the top 10. Was tempted to be ultra conservative as well and make that a top 20, but the way they're slashing the top 20s, didn't really feel there was much value there. Last time Hideki played a round of golf in Florida was the very last round before the COVID shutdown. He shot 8 under, to lead the players? He likes Florida. Florida works for him. I do think he's being undervalued. I certainly have no interest in betting him to win. But I guess of guys north of 50 to 1, if he won, that was the guy I kind of was thinking about including on my betting card this week. From closer range, if Hatton or Hovland win, that would really sting also. And I guess after my comments last week about betting Morikawa every time he's north of 40 or above, like I'll auto bet that. I'll sign an 18-month contract with the books. Here I am a week later. I look to break that contract because I don't have money on Morikawa this week. What I do have is something in my eye. One head-to-head. I don't even love this number, guys. I don't. I'll admit it. But I'm trying to use this thing here to get me one. Sergio Garcia, minus 130 versus Max Homa. Head-to-head. Homa off a win in California. Yeah, great. Everyone that's won recently, pretty much doesn't even play the next week. You probably would be basking. Third time's a charm. Basking in their win. Berger withdrew after Pebble. We saw Destin withdraw after a Saudi win. If this wasn't a WGC, Homa's probably not even playing California golf. He's a California kid, specialist. I'm going to take Sergio. He's run hot in Florida plenty of times. So we'll go there, minus 130 over Homa. I was hoping that would be better. Was hoping I could catch a better line picking on Max. But credit to Max. Got to give credit where it's due. Even though if it's stole, I shouldn't say stole it from Finau because Max sort of let it get to the playoff. But hey, full marks to Max, huge win. And I don't even want to go into the aspect of, celebrating getting your trophy from Tiger 2 days ago. Part of me is like, well, no, I actually shouldn't say that. No, I'm not going to say that. See, now you're probably thinking I was going to say something like so much worse than what I should now just say what I was going to say. Because if I don't, you're going to think like your minds will run wild on what could it have been. The fact that Tiger was going to meet Justin Herbert yesterday for some golf clinic thing is an extra mind. Whoo-hee! Not cool, in here. Not cool. It's not a fun place? Not a fun place. Okay, sorry. I don't mean to I'm digging deeper now. Should have saved that in my drafts. Okay, Puerto Rico Open. I'm sorry. I've gone on tangents that 3% of you will get. Puerto Rico Open, I got 3 outright picks, small exposure. You'll see the units below, but just a little fun because I love to watch golf. So hopefully I can have some skin on Sunday with one of these picks. Poulter, decided between Poulter and Wallace. I love Wallace. I don't like Wallace as a favorite, though. I can't wrap my head around that. Not that Poulter should ever be a favorite at this point, but it made a little more sense for me. I watched him play in the Middle East a couple weeks ago, and he was doing a post-round interview, and coming off, and they're like, Ian, great play today. He's like, bollocks. I should have been 11 under through 11. Huh? He thinks he's playing great. He feels he's playing great. He was talking about how great he was playing, feeling, just wasn't scoring to that. So I'm really excited. And when I saw that interview, I was like, okay, I can't wait to bet Ian, will come to Florida. He'll be quite a bigger odd. And I totally lost the fact that it would be the Puerto Rico that he's playing in his big event. And he's going out essentially as the favorite or second favorite. So I don't like that aspect of it, but I don't want to. Ian's going to run pure in Florida. So we're going to start in Puerto Rico. I'm committed to that. Ian Poulter, 16-1 using that odds checker grid. Tom Lewis, 28-1, as low as 20 using the odds checker grid. Showed a little life at Pebble a couple weeks ago. I'm a Tom Lewis fan. I don't know if the stats bear that should be the case, but I think he's a crafty little golfer that this course is really going to work for. And the fact that he's shown me some life, I like him. I thought he would be priced a lot shorter, but, shows what I know. I shouldn't say that because there are books that are posting him at 20. So they are sort of posting him in line with where I think he should be slotted in this field. But using that odds checker grid, 888 Sport, getting us to 28-1. Tom Lewis, excited to be on that. And 34-1 using that odds checker grid. This one's at Unibet. Tyler Pendrith, the Canadian, 34-1. Let's roll. So those three picks, very small exposure, but just have a little fun when the PGA Tour action ends and I still want to watch golf this weekend. Don't forget, enter the DraftKings contest. You like the video, you sub, you should already be doing that, and you leave a comment. Tell me who you think is going to win this week's WGC, their best lines on oddschecker.com/US, and your Twitter handle. We will announce a winner this weekend. Congrats to last week's winner, RJ Murray. Hopefully he's looking to turn that 100 into 20 times with JT or Bryson. That's what I'd be doing, but I don't know. I'm crazy. All right, guys, let's do it. I don't want to talk about the other stuff because it bothers me. And if it's it, it's it. And we got everything we could, and I love him. And I hope he's healthy and just makes a full recovery and gets to be a golf dad. And maybe, if the last time we saw him was playing in the father-son with Charlie, then that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's everything. And maybe he could do that father-son thing more in the future. Why not, right? So maybe if that's where we get to still see him play. But he's not going anywhere. I love him. Okay. Everything's going to be all right. We're cool. Let's try to hit another winner. Strange week for us golf hardos. I'm Geoff Fienberg. I'm out. Enter the contest.